So you guys, I don't know if we talked about it on the show, the fact that Governor Jay Inslee fired the director of Washington's equity office. And Nicole and I know people in comments were kind of like, man, to fire a black woman who's the head of your equity office, the governor had to have had like some smoking gun, really good reason. And the Seattle Times did a public records request for the investigation into this woman, Karen Johnson. And they found out that one of the reasons why the head of the equity office lost her job, turns out she's a racist. She's racist against Mexicans. So according to the Seattle Times article, the headline, investigation sheds light on tenure of fired director of the Washington equity office. And there's a few different things that happen. It's not just the racist against Mexicans, but for example, it says 2 people, quote, were told to wear makeup, specifically lipstick, according to the report, a claim Johnson denied. Johnson also made comments about people's hair, commented on someone's weight, and suggested that person needed to take care of herself, according to the report, and regularly spoke of one person as a military hire, which the fact that I was saying yesterday, is there really still weight discrimination? Well, I guess there is still weight discrimination, so I'll have to eat crow on that. But here's the part about kind of like accusations of racism. Again, this is a black woman who is leading up the Office of Equity. Okay? The Seattle Times writes, during a group discussion, Dr. Johnson said of a staff member who self-identified as Mexican, whatever that means, this may take some time for me because I generally distrust Mexican people.
It's like an episode from The Office.
Oh my God. She went on to say, how do I get through this? Mexican people have the option of being white when it's convenient for them, the report says. That person confirmed the statement but did not have concerns about being treated unfairly, according to the report. So here you have a black woman who heads up the Office of Equity who said she has distrust in Mexican people because they have the option of being white when it's convenient to them. You can't. I'm sorry, you cannot make this stuff up. So we knew there had to be a pretty substantial, I'm going to cry, a pretty substantial reason why this woman would be fired. I mean, it's hard enough to get fired as a government employee, but as a black woman heading up the Office of Equity, for Governor Jay Inslee to fire you had to be pretty bad. And it turns out that she has a distrust of Mexican people.
And remember, she wouldn't step down.
She wouldn't step down, and it's just fascinating.
They gave her that option first. Does that deserve the option to step down? Good grief.
I got to give credit. Who wrote that for the Seattle Times? Claire Withycombe. Good job, Claire. That's a good I love public records request, and that's a really, really good one.